Hello, folks. This is Carlos Salazar. I am an attorney at law. I work in Santiago de Chile. And today we're going to discuss the regulations and taxation in our country for those who are interested in investing in Chile. So, if we carry on with the slides I have prepared, let me check here. Yes, here we have. And let me just, yeah, here it is. So, we have here two principles for taxation for individuals. One is the worldwide income taxation. The second is special 3-year rule. Regarding the first principle, the worldwide income taxation is that individuals domiciled or residing in Chile will be taxed on their total worldwide income, regardless of whether this income is from Chile or from somewhere outside of Chile. Regarding the 3-year rule, this is established as an incentive for foreign investors because for foreigners who are established or have their domicile or residence in Chile, for the first 3 years, only the Chilean sourced income is subject to tax, which is quite an incentive for many investors. And on the other hand, we also have some residency requirements. The Chilean law considers that an individual is a Chilean resident if they reside in the country for more than 183 days within a 12-month period. Regarding the taxation for legal entities, a legal entity will be considered domiciled in Chile if it was formed in the country, even if it doesn't reside there for tax purposes. We also work with the concept of Chilean sourced income. The income will be considered Chilean source if it derives from assets, activities, royalties, or intellectual property used or exploited within Chile. And also, we have the idea of retained presence, which means that retaining a principal place of business in Chile can maintain domicile status, even if the investor himself or herself is not actually residing in the country. So, regarding income tax, the basic information about income tax is that it was established by Decree Law number 824 in 1974. And income tax is a direct tax levied on personal income on a net basis and is generally paid through an annual income tax declaration. Tax rates. Income tax is levied on various sources of income at the range of progressive rates, with higher income subject to higher tax percentages. Regarding the types of income tax in Chile, we have four kinds of income tax. And the first we are going to review is the corporate income tax, or impuesto de primera categoría. This tax is levied on income from capital and from commercial, industrial, mining, and other companies. It is calculated on income accrued or receives less the expenses. Sorry about that. Uh, so this means that this tax will take into account what the company has earned as income minus the expenses. So returns must be filed annually in April for all the profits of the previous year. The taxpayer can choose between three tax regimes, which are the general regime, also called the semi-integrated regime, the general pro, small, and medium enterprise regime, and the transparent pro SME regime. These three regimes will vary according to the type of company or enterprise. Generally, larger companies will have the general regime, and smaller businesses will prefer the Pro SME regime. We can check in a further video what are the difference between the three regimes, but in this case, let's just state that there are these three different regimes. Regarding the employee income tax or impuesto de segunda categoría, the employee income tax is a progressive tax applied to income from employment, such as salaries, pensions, except foreign pensions, of course, and complementary income. These tax rates are applied to income ranges, with the first range being exempt at a rate of 40% being applied to the upper range. It is based on remuneration after deducting social security and health contribution. This tax must be retained and remitted monthly to the IRS, which in this case, the Chilean IRS is the Servicio de Impuestos Internos, by the respective employer or income payer. Added to the two previous income tax, we have the overall complementary tax, which in Spanish is called Impuesto Global Complementario. And it is a final tax levied on Chilean and foreign individuals domiciled or resident in Chile. This tax is declared and paid annually in April following the year when the income was received. It uses a progressive rate scale that is applied to income ranges, which begins with an exempt range and uses the same rates and ranges as employee income tax, although it is applied on an annual basis. It is based on all the income received in Chile and abroad, and any previously remitted withholdings are deducted. If the taxes payable are less than the remitted withholdings, then a balance in favor of the taxpayer results, which is refunded to the taxpayer, usually after the annual tax declaration. The fourth type of income tax is the withholding tax or impuesto adicional. And this is a final tax applied to Chilean source income received by individuals or legal entities that are not domiciled or resident in Chile. This tax must be retained by the income and by the income payer and paid to the IRS. It produces a tax credit of 100% or 65% of the associated corporate income tax, depending on the tax regime chosen by the taxpayer, except when income is subject to withholding tax as a single tax. The general rate for withholding tax is 35%, and it is levied on dividends, withdrawals, and profit remittances by corporations, partnerships, and permanently established foreign companies. Lower rates apply to some types of income. So, tax credits, which is the fun part of taxation, and avoiding double taxation. Regarding tax credits, the Chilean corporate income tax system provides tax credits that can be used to offset final taxes, helping to avoid domestic double taxation. Chile's tax system recognizes taxes paid on businesses' income when calculating the final tax payable, ensuring income is not taxed twice domestically. The percentage of the tax credit will depend on the specific tax system chosen by the company, providing flexibility. We have to mention as well the treaties to avoid double taxation. Treaties that avoid double taxation or double taxation agreements DTAs are those signed by two countries to avoid double taxation, i.e., that the same person does not pay the same income or capital tax in two different territories. Consequently, treaties that avoid double taxation benefit the residents of both states, since taxes paid at source are treated as credits or exemptions when the same taxpayer must pay taxes in the two countries where they are resident. These treaties promote collaboration between tax authorities in each state and establish the rules for determining which state has the right to tax income, the taxpayers, the type of tax, the applicable rates, and other tax matters. Therefore, investors can understand beforehand the potential tax costs of generalizing income in each state. As of 2021, Chile had 26 double taxation agreements with the following countries: Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Korea, Croatia, Denmark, Ecuador, Spain, France, Ireland, Malaysia, Mexico, Norway, New Zealand, Paraguay, Peru, Poland, Portugal, United Kingdom, Russia, Sweden, Switzerland, and Thailand. Other agreements have been signed, but they are not yet in force. So, in summary, understanding the Chilean tax system is crucial for successful investment. Careful planning and compliance with regulations can help maximize results and avoid costly penalties. If you need any assessment in uh, and consulting services in tax regulations, if you are interested in investing in Chile, please do not hesitate in contacting me. My name is Carlos Salazar. I am an attorney at law. I have specialized in international commercial law and international investment law as well. So, if you have any doubts or you need professional assistance for establishing your business in Chile, do not hesitate in contacting me. I will leave here my contact information. You can see and take note of my email, my both email addresses: ab.carlossalazars@gmail.com and carlos.ignacio3@gmail.com. My phone number for WhatsApp messages is local code plus 56 9485 28988. So if you have any questions regarding this subject, please do not hesitate in contacting me. And this will be all for today. I hope you have been informed by this video. I hope this helps you in some way. And I will be at your service and glad to help you with any inquiry you may have on this subject or any similar subject. Thank you very much and have a great day.